Welcome back, guys. I told you I was going home for home time, but I guess we're still gonna record just a little video here. We are in our personal vehicle. It's a 2021 Kia Forte GT with a 6-speed manual transmission. It's not the fastest car, but it boogies. So I'll tell you a little bit about my day so far. Went and saw my uncle, saw his new house. Then we got our tennis rackets out and went down to the tennis court, and it was kind of crazy because I went to Walmart and Walmart did not have any tennis balls. They were completely sold out. And so I was like, what in the world? And there's a Target right down the road, so I went to the Target and they had like 2 bottles of balls. So I got the balls, and then we went and played tennis, obviously, and then he has a little girl and I got her a little slide, so I got that for her. And then I decided to we decided to go to lunch, and there was a Whataburger nearby in Legends. This is a Valentine one. There's a Whataburger in Legends that we went to, and the line, there was 2 lines and the lines were backed out to the road. So we were like, let's go to either Zaxby's or Chick-fil-A. So we went to Chick-fil-A, and he told me he'd never had the Chick-fil-A sauce before. So I was like, are you kidding me? Like, try it. He's like, what's it taste like? I'm like, it's so good, dude. Like, you know, like, you're gonna love it. And he tried it and he's like, oh my God, that's so good. And he instantly put it on his chicken sandwich. Like, I mean, everyone knows Chick-fil-A sauce is good. We're gonna put this thing in sport mode. Oh, it's so nice to get in a car like this, and just be able to rip. I mean, it's not a Camaro SS, okay, guys? Like, come on. I know, like, it's not a total rip, but we can hit 60 in like 6 seconds compared to 60 seconds in that semi. So it's a lot of fun from driving a semi. But so then we went to Chick-fil-A, had Chick-fil-A, and then we went to the casino, and we both took $100, and I lost it all and he walked away with $40, so he lost 60. But at one point I was up to like 150, but then I just like sat at this one slot and was like paying $3.20 a spin, and before too long obviously I ran out of money. So it kind of sucked, but you know, like, it is what it is, and that's just how it went. And I wish I could have walked out with more money. Someone hit the $9,000 jackpot while I was there. Oh yeah, and this has a turbo. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. And I got like a tuner chip on it, so it like adds like an extra 30 horsepower. And it actually works. I know like a lot of you are like, oh, those aren't real. No, it works. I've tested times with like an actual drag strip, and with it off and with it on, it's a lot different. But I'm just gonna punch it here and let you guys listen. Yeah, so much fun. Like, and like in a semi, I definitely couldn't even like took those curves that fast. So we got about another hour and 54 minutes till we make it home. I tried to upload that video that I made the other day, last night, but I woke up to my computer being off, and then when I turned it on, the video was only 30% uploaded, so it kind of sucked. But once I get home, like actually home, we got really good Wi-Fi. It should take like 10 minutes to upload, and then it'll be out. But yeah, I've just been relaxing. I saw Top Gun last night. Holy cow, if you have not seen that movie is so good. Like, that was literally like the best movie I've seen in probably the last 4 years. Like, that thing just had me in my seat. I went to Whataburger before the movie. I got to Whataburger at 10:30, and this Whataburger took forever. I did not get my food until 11:15, and the movie started at 11. So I get to the theater at like 11:25, and I'm like shaking the doors, and they're all locked. And the lady's like, we can't sell any tickets. I'm like, I have a ticket, I just got stuck at Whataburger. So I didn't even get to eat my french fries. I was so irritated. So irritated. I left them a bad review. I'm not normally a Karen, but there's no way in heck it should take an hour for freaking 6 cars in front of you. Like, come on. You guys are flipping burgers, you know? So we got about another hour, 52 minutes till we make it home. I'll probably update you guys like a little bit. I'm not trying to like make this into like a 30-minute video. I probably could talk for 30 minutes, but I don't really want to do that. We are getting ready to go through good old St. Joe, Missouri. What you guys probably don't know about St. Joe, Missouri, and you probably maybe or may not know Jesse James, the famous outlaw, not the guy in the band, was killed. I don't want to say assassinated. I mean, assassinated, killed, you know, here in St. Joe. I think it was his house he was killed in. It still resides here in St. Joe. You can take tours of it. I've been in it a couple times because I have family that lives here in St. Joe, and it's part of the history of St. Joe. When I went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, right? No, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and they had like the Alcatraz tour. Apparently I'm related to Jesse James, but they had the Alcatraz tour, and in the Alcatraz tour, apparently they had a piece of the wood flooring that had Jesse James' blood stained to the floor. So I thought that was kind of cool, and if I'm actually related to him, it's kind of cool too, you know, because that's my relative's blood from like the 1500s or whenever that guy was alive. I don't even know. It's not a truck stop, but there's just a gas station here in about 5 miles, which I don't know if I'll still be talking when I pass it or not. But it's called Jesse James' Last Stop, and there's an antique shop right behind it. It's a pretty cool store. But St. Joe is kind of a cool little city. I mean, it's not a major city. They got about all the fast food or restaurants you could ever imagine here. Well, I mean, they don't have a Whataburger, so I guess you can't say that. Gosh, I talk about Whataburger all the time, dude. Like, I feel like they should be bigger than McDonald's because it's really good. But the only thing I have planned for today is I'm gonna go see the new Elvis movie tonight at my local theater with my parents. And after that movie, probably won't do too much. I'll probably drive around town a little bit, even though I've been driving a lot, just because, like, you know, that town is the town I grew up in, and like I haven't been there for like 4 weeks, and every time I go back it's changing. Like, we used to have this little skating rink, and the skating rink was like always popping. Well, obviously, like, with times changing, kids staying at home playing video games, no one goes to the skating rink. But, you know, I used to go as a kid, and they would have like numbers on the wall and like these dice, and like they would roll the dice, and if you were standing at the number the dice rolled on, then you would be out, and they would play till like one person was left, and then you would get a free ticket to the skating rink the next time you wanted to go. But they just tore that down. They're building a credit union, and then downtown there's a couple businesses that went out of business, and they're remodeling for like apartments, and then they're building a new like laundromat downtown, so it's kind of cool. What a lot of you probably don't know about me is I spent a lot of time with the local police department in high school. We had a police cadet program, and so I thought I wanted to be a cop. So I spent a lot of time at the police department, like a lot of time. Like, I was probably like there 60 hours a week, just like riding around with the cops. Like, they all knew me. It was all like cool, all that. They didn't want to give me a job out of high school, which is okay because I got a job somewhere else and decided it wasn't for me. So I was a cop in a different town for a while, about 4 months. And then, yeah, I think it was more that I was just fat and like having to do the like run. I'd been eating unhealthy and I couldn't do the run this time, so I just kind of was like, you know, this is probably the best time to leave. And plus, who wants to like have a chance of dying at that rate for that amount of money? I don't know why my car's making that noise. I hope it's just the road. But we're coming up on Jesse James here. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but we're on I-29 northbound. Alright, we're going around. We're gonna wait for this car to go, but they're going slow, so we're gonna go around them. But yeah, so like I just feel like I'm kind of stumbling right now. But tomorrow, I have one of my friends from high school. He lives about 40 minutes away from town. He moved. I haven't talked to him about, like, I haven't hung out with him since like November, so I'll probably go over there and see him. I'm gonna ask him when he's gonna get married, because he's been with his girl for a while now, and I'm happy for him, obviously. I'm glad he found someone who makes him happy. That's Jesse James' last stop right there. So this is taking me a way I've never gone to my house before. There's a lot of construction along Interstate 29, so the exit I normally take's out of service right now. But we'll see if this is kind of a cool road. It might be pretty neat. I mean, it's not going to be no mountain ranges, obviously. Like I said, Iowa's cornfields, as you can see off to our left right here. But, you know, I like Iowa. It's a cool state. It's not as beautiful as some of the states I've drove through, but it is what it is. And yeah, so I'll see you guys on the 13th. Like always, if you like the video, make sure you leave a like. I know it's not a semi, so it's not as cool, but you know, I'll probably get like 50 views on this, and if it grows 1 subscriber, then it did its job. So make sure you guys subscribe for more daily content, and peace.
I hope you're not planning to waste my time. To my surprise, that was her reply. Now we vibe.